Welcome to our Unit 3 video.
Um, my report is about Horizon Report 2017 K through 12, important developments in education technology for K through 12 education. Maker space. Classroom need to renovate or repurpose addressing future needs. Makerspace is the answer. Makerspace are physical environments that provide the opportunities for children to explore, discover new ideas, create, and try something new. Makerspace provide an environment that allows the children to try again, even if they fail. It's all about finding students' passion. Tools such as 3D printers, robotic kits, and 3D modeling web applications are becoming more accessible to more students. Robotics. Robotics refers to the design and application of robots. It's automated machines that accomplish a range of activities. Learning about robotics can foster the next generation of innovation and provide students to tackle global and local challenges. The benefits are adopting robotics has value in developing 21st century skills, impacting classroom and service capacity, facilitating learning activities, or serving as teachers' aides. Robots can provide lessons to students in hospital. It can maintain academic process and social connections.
I looked at the important developments that are going to take 2 to 3 years to adopt, analytics technologies and virtual reality. Analytics technologies are a diverse array of tools and applications that turn data into actionable information. So it's programs and different kinds of applications that take all of the data points that teachers collect in a classroom and turn it into usable information that they can then use to guide instruction or look at how their kids are growing and what they need to work on next. And Khan Academy is a working example of that. And another example is they, at a high school, they used algorithms that are similar to dating websites to match high school students' interests with career choices. So an interesting way to use that data. And then virtual reality is the computer-generated environments that simulate the physical presence of people and or objects in realistic sensory experiences. And right now it's being used mostly as like virtual field trips, but surveys are showing that teachers really think that it's going to help increase understanding and motivate their students. So far right now everybody's really interested, but we're still kind of playing with it.
I looked into the key trends in accelerating technology adoption in higher education. So we looked at 6 key trends: advancing cultures of innovation, deeper learning approaches, growing focus on measuring learning, redesigning learning spaces, blended learning designs, and collaborative learning. So for advancing cultures of innovation, we want students to have more progressive thinking, so thinking more creative, having more entrepreneurial thinking. So for deeper learning approaches, we want to utilize technology more and integrate that into their learning. Students really like technology and they really want to utilize that to learn more and grow more in that. Growing focus on measuring learning, using learning analytics to gauge quantitatively students' learnings, and we're focusing on multimodal learning analytics specifically. Redesigning learning spaces, that is to break down these traditional silos of these traditional lecture halls, revamping them, allowing more movable furniture, Wi-Fi, internet, what have you. Blended learning design, so Flip Classroom is really popular so that students can learn the material on their own and come back with questions and whatnot, and engaging technology in their learning. Collaborative learning, so making more group projects, teamwork, because it really prepares students for jobs in the future that require a lot of teamwork.
I read the museum edition this week, and a lot of the technologies that were mentioned in this report kind of built upon one another. So it started with bring your own device, and that was talking about how museums are adopting or encouraging patrons to bring their own tablets, laptops, cell phones, so that they can go through exhibits and use apps or games to interact with them and learn from the little placard experience more than what they would be able to see on the wall. And that kind of goes into gamification, where these museums are actually developing games and virtual reality scavenger hunts to kind of get people more interacted, allow people to interact more with the environment. A lot of museums are also adopting maker spaces, which have been used in science museums a lot, but they're showing up more in art, history, and cultural heritage museums. And people are able to kind of create their own souvenirs from the museums that they visit. And then the last one was the Internet of Things, which is the idea that everything is just completely connected now via the internet. And so you can go beyond the museum and out into the world and interact with places or objects and learn more about them. So it's really a museum without walls.
Are we done?